And he drives in. Adebayo with the rejection. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Oklahoma City Thunder leading by 8. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Daniel Gafford is out there with Jalen McDaniels. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Harrison in at the point. Here's Barbosa. Shot from the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. Barbosa's got his first bucket in this one.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
They've got Bam Adebayo, and it's Santos in at the small forward position. Out to Powell. Shot clock at 5. And it's Barbosa with a rebound.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Here's Adebayo, and the layup falls.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Boston trails by 12 at 6'9". Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Rodman, no good. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Harrison. Gafford with the ball. Powell with it. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Boston. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Pokashevsky's checked in for McDaniels. Bullock comes in for Lewis. House, he's checked in for Powell. And Holiday subbed in for Harrison.
Timeout.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Boston with some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Bullock. Lewis comes in for House. And it's Johnson in for Holiday. On defense, the visiting team. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Releases. Again, the miss by Boston.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
Outside, Brown. There's 42 seconds left in the second period. Drills it from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here's Gafford. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Lewis. Launches a three. Adebayo grabs the board. Now Anthony. To the middle. Shea with a step. It's Adebayo, high post. Shoots over Johnson. Offensive rebound. For three, Anthony. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they lead by 14. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Troy Brown out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Johnson, then there's Aleksej Pokusevski, and it's Lewis in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Lewis. And that one is hammered home!
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Boston. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Brown.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Anthony, first personal foul. First team.
Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Line for two, Troy Brown Jr.
And he drops the first. Second free throw, no good. For three, Anthony. Lewis with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Adebayo with the rejection.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
Shoots from 12, and that one hits the back iron. Lewis has gone 1 for 4 from the field. Lets it go from the wing. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
A dynamic scorer. Gilgeous-Alexander is so good at finding his spots and executing.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Boston with some changes. Clarkson's checked in for Gafford, and Holiday subbed in for Johnson. 1:19 left to play in the third quarter. And here's Holiday. Pass to Lewis. It's Brown on the wing. Again, the miss by Boston. Clarkson against Anthony. To the inside. Jokic passes to Rodman. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Pass to Pokusevski. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Holiday has the open look. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 19 from the corner. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points for the quarter.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous-Alexander is smooth and under control.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Your dance team, make some noise.
Brown passes to Pokashevsky. Gafford with a screen on Jokic. With 1 on the clock. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. The Thunder delivering the blowout. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Boston trails by 20. They've got Anthony. Nikola Jokic is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Santos in at the 3. Offensive rebound. And here's Brown for 3. That shot off the mark.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Lewis. Pass to Brown. No good on the 3. Brown's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Wide open. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Santos has got his first points of the game.
The defense gives Shai all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Out to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Lewis. He's guarded by Anthony. For 3, Gafford. Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in the game. There's the drive. Pass to Santos. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Anthony. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break, getting the shots they want and converting them.
Now here's Johnson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Alexei Pokashevsky.
And he makes the first.
At the line for 2 shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Gafford. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in just the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Lets it fly from 18. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Johnson. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist by Edwards.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Now here's Brown. And it's Barbosa with a rebound. Here he goes. Robbed. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brown. Rodman with a rebound. Halliburton, the pass to Barbosa. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was